On the New York Jets. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And he's taken down but able to sweep across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Jets at 9-3 here on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing their quarterback on the run.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Back deep for the Jets, Mecole Hardman. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy. And in this case, that was intercepted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to Pierce. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making a play.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hardman to return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Score Jets 14. Texans nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. John Franklin Myers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Drew Chrisman on to punt as he gets this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. That could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready?
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Franklin Myers. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead,
and pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Now 2nd and 9. Stroud had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Hardman on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on first down. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jets. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 21-0.
Jets 21. Texans nothing. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Stroud now on second down. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Stroud on third down now. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
This is taken at the 18. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Stroud off the play fake. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And the Texans first down.
Now Stroud. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The second down throw now from Stroud. They'll roll him out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Throwing now is Stroud. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
A 58-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Second and 10. In motion, the tight end. Rodgers to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Here now a 3rd and 20. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Ahmad Gardner got downhill quickly and stuck him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in third and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on second down? The big man puts them in position to make it third and manageable. I wonder if they'll get a second chance at it to try and pick up the first down.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets will take over.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. It's caught downfield by Mechie. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, 65 yards. And the Texans are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Oh, that was terrible. What is that? Man, come on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good.
On first down, Rodgers. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They got 29 yards that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Cook trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Texans.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. First and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On second down, it's Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Forced out to his left. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
What a waste of time. No.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They run it again with Cook. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Jets, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week.